built my on-the-go comfortable brand.
On-the-go comfortable brand. Yeah. So for the girls, girls and guys, right?
Yeah, girls and guys
on the go.
Yeah.
Right. So how long have you been pursuing Lovello? Like
January to make it 4 years.
4 years?
Yeah.
It's a really long time. Well, not a long time, but you know what I mean. So we know that is your name. So tell us about the name Lovello and why you decided to incorporate it in your brand name.
Well, it's my last name.
Right.
So it's my family name, and just always felt like it was a nice name. Even growing up in school, people were like, "What you want to be when you get older?" I'd be like, "Why?" They were like, "Cause you got a nice name." It's like, no. So it was just get my name out there, like here,
right.
See my name, pretty much.
Right.
Like that's the reason why I started teaching.
And I think it does. Right. I think it is. It does sound like something. Like you know what I mean. Like some brands are like, but I think Lovello sounds like a brand name, regardless of what you're
what
designing.
it is.
Yeah, it sounds like a brand name for sure. So you said your T-shirt. What was the first piece, if you remember? What was your first piece that you created?
A classic T-shirt on the next printed on the next level tee. So silk pressed on the next level tee.
And so you started with the T-shirts, right?
Yeah, it was like 24 T-shirts.
Right. So what made you want to escalate into?
It was the name. Everywhere I turned around, people were like, "Oh, that's a nice name.
Right.
You should do more with it," because I started it just for fun because it was like, people were doing it, and it was like, "Oh, I want to see my name."
Right.
And I just realized where I could take it. Like later on to the year, I found the manufacturer.
Right.
Same year, 2014.
Right.
Manufacturer.
And to start moving.
Yeah.
So tell us about the logo. What exactly is the logo? Wait, so you have on Lovello right now. So tell us about the logo.
So it is more so a Venn diagram showing you unity. Like, you get it? Mm-hmm. And of course, you should know I'm mixed. So it's like Italian, African American.
Right.
And, I feel like I'm a very versatile person. I could dress it up, just like unity, like bring everything together.
Right. And people probably didn't know that. Like,
I know a lot of people didn't know that because I don't talk about it.
Right. But this is why we're on RawCast. This is why. Because I feel like when you have a little background from your brand, it kind of creates a stronger, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a stronger, I can't think of my words, I lose my words all the time. But when you have like a meaning behind your brand, I think that you go a little bit harder because it's like, I need to get this meaning across. You know what I'm saying? I need people to feel where I'm coming from. So that's actually dope. And I love, you're not the first person that I ask, like, where did this name come from? And it's always like an amazing description. So that's something new that I learned as well. So we do have, you're from South Philly.
Yep.
I'm raised in South Philly, so we've known of each other for a while. So we do have a mutual friend, Nina, that passed away. She's like your best friend, not like your best friend. So tell us about, because you re-released something on her, what was it, her birthday or her death day? Right. So tell us about that.
That was just something, that's a sad day out the year for me. So that was just something, do something I love that would make me feel better. Just re-released it a few items.
And did it make you feel better on that day?
It was a good day.
Yeah, that's good.
A lot of them items were high demand, so
just to re-release it on an important day and then that shit just go. Yeah. So, do you plan on releasing anything in her name or?
Like a tribute, because my brand has more so been now like everything I've been doing has been meaningful.
Right.
Like everything.
Right.
Uniform only collection. I always call Lovello uniform. I'll be like, why you in a uniform today?
Right.
I see you in uniform.
Right.
Hall of Fame was dedicated to a very special person in my life who passed away too.
Right.
It came
Christian,
from,
right?
Christian.
Right.
It came from a caption on his Instagram post, Hall of Fame. Just me, I just build off.
Right. And I always say, me and my partner always say, timing is everything.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's like you seen that and you could associate that with Lovello. So make that shit work for sure. So timing is definitely everything. I feel that. So do you think that Nina and now Christian, do you think that they have anything with the consistency that you put into Lovello or your personal strength?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, like after Christian died, I didn't want to do nothing.
Right.
I felt like I didn't, my mind wasn't on it no more.
Yeah.
It wasn't there.
So what got you back?
This one girl was like, she asked for something. I said, that's all, I'm not releasing it again.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, well, what you got coming? I was like, I ain't got nothing coming, for a while. I ain't been working on nothing. Why? She started running questions, and I told her, like, this is not the right time right now. And she was like, well, I think you should dedicate something to him because he wouldn't want you to give up. She just started going in. Her name was Tiana.
Right.
She got a hair salon, Style and Grace, or Grace and Style. She was like, he wouldn't want you to give up. Why would you do that? No,
just click. Right. That's
Hall of Famer, After Christian fans, we always say, we some Hall of Famers. We Hall of Famers, Hall of Famers. And it was like, we can make a Hall of Famer collection.
Right. And it definitely stuck because it's like, besides that, like, it stuck with the brand.
Yeah, Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
We got High Demand, Lovello HD, High Demand.
Right. And I think
just all meaning sayings that pertain to me in the brand. From there on, it's all meaningful collections.
Right. And some shit, like crazy shit has to happen in order for you to be like, listen, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm good at it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I wasn't good at Lovello. Like, we both started around the same time with our brands, and it just, everything was like self-taught. Bilal helped a lot.
Shout out to Bilal.
Yeah, from OKG Designs.
For sure. And he's back too, embroidering and everything, so shout out to him. For sure.
Prices are good too.
They're really good. Bilal, we just gave you free publicity. Like, what's up? But so getting you in order to get in contact with you, getting you on RawCast, which I was very excited to do because you're one of the brands in Philly that I really, really like, and I think you're doing like just everything. I feel the flow, like I feel it, and I'm super. I guess like sporty chic, and I feel like your line is pretty much So having a team behind you, because me and your manager, me and your
relations PR.
Yeah, your PR. We spoke back and forth just as far as like making sure everything was good. How important do you feel like having a team is?
I think it's very important. I had her for over a year. She does a pretty good job. She also did a lot. I also have 3 interns right now. One, he's not even my intern anymore. He's actually my assistant.
Okay.
I think it's very important. It's hard to put trust in the people, but it's very important to have a team because you cannot, do it alone. I got friends that help as well. You just can't do it alone.
Right. So how long was it? Like a trial and everything? Like how long did it take you to?
It was definitely
Yeah.
It wasn't easy. I know it looked like it, didn't it?
It do from the outside looking in, but if you know the entrepreneurship, everything that goes into it, finding a team is like the hardest thing to do.
Yeah, because I ain't known them for over a year.
Yeah, and it can kill some friendship. It can build or kill. Seriously. Bringing the best of the worst out of people. So definitely.
Well, we working now to make it even bigger.
Right.
To make it even bigger.
So that's definitely the team thing. I always have to ask because it took me a long time to get the concept of having a team, honestly. Like,
it's hard.
Just in general. And it's like, bro, you can't do everything.
You can't do everything by yourself. You can't watch you have around you.
Exactly.
Of course it's supposed to be a learning, teaching thing. But, you don't want the people around you that you just want to take.
Right.
Take everything they get from you and go.
Right. It's crazy. I was watching an interview with Belly. I love Belly. That's my favorite. It's my boyfriend in my head. But he was saying that, as far as like the people around you, when you're at your peak and those people are still around you and being consistent, those are the people that you need to, because it's like, just say you and I are building a brand, we're building a brand and I'm helping you. It's like, when you get to this crazy level, I'm looking at you like, damn, that's supposed to be me. You know what I mean? When that's not a true friendship.
Yeah.
That's not, you know what I'm saying?
Because we gonna be there together.
Exactly. But that's what he was saying. Those people that stick around and ride with you
while you
keep on your way up.
Stay down, wherever we can just stay.
Right. And it's like certain things that I hear from different people that I'm interviewing, interviews that I watch. It's like, yeah, the team thing is amazing, but it is a process.
Because everybody don't on the same page.
Right.
Even me, sometimes I'm 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
I think that's part of entrepreneurship. Sometimes we just don't feel it. So you you just recently opened a new studio.
Yep, this is my second studio.
Right,
actually.
right.
Yeah.
So your new studio, where is that located for the people?
2930 Jasper Street, Unit 216.
Right.
I'm kind of new. Just moved in.
Right.
It's in the new Jasper Studios. All new constructed building.
Right.
It's really nice in there.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Jasper Street is what part of the city?
Kensington.
Okay.
In the Kensington area.
Okay. So with that being said, because I do know that you had a studio beforehand.
Yeah.
What do you think? I guess. What did it teach you about your new studio? Because you didn't really.
I didn't utilize that at all.
Right. So now what? Like, what's different? How do you feel you can approach knowing that you had a studio before, you didn't utilize it? What's different now?
That Lovello, now has my own.
Yeah.
Before then, it was like, I'm still scared now, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But before then, it was like, I wasn't doing too good back then. Now I'm doing better. I can do more.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little bit easy for me right now, same token hard, but back then it was like, I wasn't selling as much.
Right. So now it's like just more effort, more. Yeah.
Like the harder I've been working, the more I've been getting done, the more clientele I've been building, the more I've been seeing my brand, the more I've been building the name.
Right. Effort works.
Seriously.
You put the work in.
I always felt like I had good quality.
Right. But for other people to see it, sometimes you gotta go the extra mile, and then
I did go the extra mile.
Yeah, and then it speaks for itself. I always say that. Anytime I'm having just a regular conversation, they're like, oh yeah, your favorite brand. Like Lovello is always on my list of
my top 5.
My favorite for sure. Top 5.
Yeah, because they made a Philly brand list, and I was top 5.
Yeah,
I was number 5.
Really? I didn't even see that.
It was a joke.
I didn't even see that list. Who made that list? It was like an Instagram thing.
Yeah, it was an Instagram.
Yeah, so I don't.
It was an
care
Instagram
about
thing.
Yeah, I don't really care about those. So most, if not all, of your designs have been amazing. Tell us about your process, or do you have? I guess like people, because you said like I'm not a designer. What was that you said? Right, I'm not a fashion designer, but what would you categorize yourself as?
I don't know, because I feel like I'm a creative person.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't say I'm a fashion designer. Like, I wouldn't even know what to call me.
Right.
Me, I swear I wouldn't.
Right.
I just feel like I'm just Lovello.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not like I do make up, most of my designs.
Mm-hmm.
I do create most of my designs, but I know my thought process and how I go about it is way different than how everybody else, like a fashion designer does it.
Right.
So that's why I say I'm not a fashion designer.
Right. And
I know it's different.
Yeah, and I think that it's cool that people. I just said to a friend the other day, like I know my lane and I stay in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm not about to
I'm really trying to create
my lane, right, and move.
I'm a brand myself.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm just me.
Right.
That's just how I feel.
Right. So when you're designing, when you come up with a new idea, is it like, okay, I seen something that may inspire me?
Oh
How does
yeah,
that work?
for sure. Well, now I just kind of piggyback off of old designs.
Right.
So far,
Right.
I got a lot of old stuff that I didn't even get to yet. So
Right.
I'm piggybacking off of that. But anything new is just like, it could be somewhat trendy, but not, you don't see it.
Mm-hmm.
You won't see it too much. You won't guess it is trendy, but it might be trendy. Then you like, last year when I did the place suit with the cargo pocket,
Mm-hmm.
I just was seeing cargos. I just put cargo pockets in the place suit. I didn't see that. I never seen that before.
Right. And that's a designer within itself. You know what I mean? You're designing. Yeah. And a lot of people lack the creativity. So if you have the creativity, and I think it shows in your brand, and you gotta move with that. You know what I'm saying? So what is your I know we said sporty chic before. Is that like the aesthetic for your brand? Like the design aesthetic, sporty chic?
Sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And I feel like most of my pieces, most of the pieces can be dressed up and dressed down. I can wear this jumpsuit.
I love those kind of pieces. My favorite pieces.
With sneakers, and then I just put the same thing on with a boot.
Right.
The same, I feel like it can be dressed up, dressed down. I seen a girl kill it in the club. I seen a girl kill it at a cookout.
Right.
I seen
Right.
I feel like you can do almost anything, and all the pieces I release.
Right.
All the pieces
are more so sporty chic. You want something that people can dress up, dress down.
Some guys I have come by 2 sweatsuits, the same color. It's the one I run around in. It's the one I get dressed in.
Right.
That's love. That's love.
But I was about to say, my mom be like, you buy the same thing over and over again. It's like, yeah, because sometimes like Adidas pants
Right.
with some heels, right? You know what I'm
Sometimes I
saying?
just don't know my veins.
Right, exactly. Which I love my pants. Ooh, that's what I was saying. Yes. So, what besides like seeing things, what really inspires you to create, or do you have certain things that you know when you're ready to get your creative juices flowing, you have certain things that you gotta do?
I feel like I just gotta stay consistent because it just opened up more opportunities. What I want to do.
Right. So, is there like certain people that you go to, like certain things that you may look at on Instagram, or that give you inspiration, or what? How do you? What gives you?
Instagram has been inspiration. Period.
Right.
But nah. Yeah, but nah.
So basically, it's just whatever you think you release, you just like, all right, how can I find ways to make this better, or make it newer, or put a spin on it and shit.
More
stuff like that.
More of like that. More of like that. But then it's a lot of new stuff too.
Yeah. What you thinking?
Because it'd be hard for me to explain how I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really like to say how I think.
Why?
I don't know. Because sometimes I feel like it don't make sense when it come out.
I mean, if it's working for you, so clearly it makes sense.
Yeah.
Clearly it's making some sense.
The dream is to be sold, not to be too.
Listen. Drop them jewels.
No, it's I can't explain it. Like I really can't. Because if you notice, like I'm not even on time for the season,
right?
So it's hard for I don't.
Right.
Like I just want to be the brand that drop
what you want
every month,
right?
And exactly what I want,
right? And I feel that.
So can you believe me when I tell you I really don't be planning ahead? So that's what I'm saying. It's hard.
Right. But I can agree. Like I don't when I'm interviewing, I don't like to talk about myself because I am really interested. It's not about my interviews. I'm like interested in learning more about the artist itself. You know what I'm saying? But it's like that's how it was with my brain. It was like I don't want to do this. Like I don't want to do the seasons. I don't want to do this. If I think of something, I want to drop that shit.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah, it's like, and I really don't care if it's too high.
Because even when I do try to play it, I always wind up changing and tweaking it, and it takes longer anyway.
Right. Yeah, so I can 100% feel that. Do you have any favorite designers in the city? Like, what are some people that you feel like they're doing their thing as well?
I feel like everybody doing anything.
Yeah,
I swear, everybody with a clothing line right now with a brand is doing anything. We all doing our own thing.
Right.
I feel like everybody's really doing anything.
Right.
I can't really
do you ever see yourself maybe doing like a collab with something, or do people still do that? I don't know.
Not just yet a collab because I'm not where I kind of want to be. Not just yet.
Yeah.
Not just yet, but I think people do collabs. I had a few people reach out to
you for collabs, but it's just not the time.
Yeah, it's not the time for me. No.
Yeah.
No, because I'm trying to like really build something, and it ain't where everybody think it's at right now. So
right.
I'm trying to get it done.
Right. You're like like with the creative mind is like you're never gonna be.
I ain't satisfied.
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't like my pieces. I don't like the Hall of Famer collection.
Why?
I've been working on this since August.
Well, you're Gemini as well.
Yeah.
You did say that. Y'all ain't never satisfied anyway.
Yeah, it's just like something would come and be like, I don't even like it no more. I'd be mad, like stump around there. I'd be like, what?
Right.
It's hot. Man.
Right.
Whatever.
So
I'm indecisive.
Really?
Really, totally.
So if you're creating something and it takes too long, you gotta like.
I get it.
Yeah.
I will wait. It's my items that I swear. It's my items that was probably worked on 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't the time.
It just wasn't the time. Timing is everything. I mean, I said that. I stated that before. Like timing is everything. So, I mean, if it don't work for you, if you don't feel 100% with it, like how can you promote it? You know what I mean?
Right.
So you gotta feel. I mean, not 100%. I feel like we're never gonna be 100%. But if you close to 100, maybe like 85, 90. You know what I'm saying? Then you can promote it.
I'll be so indecisive. It'll be too late. All right, like with my puffy pants last year.
Yeah. No, they were fucking amazing.
I wasn't satisfied.
What were you not satisfied with? You want to be more puffy?
No, I think the puff was fine. It was more so the sizing to get it more of a unisex.
Okay, yeah.
And,
that's
it was more so the sizing to get it more of a unisex.
But those are dope.
Yeah.
And also I've never seen them before. So that's something that's gonna be ahead of whenever you release it, it's gonna be ahead of the game.
Well, I actually am releasing it, but the colors aren't the same.
Yeah. Okay. So
my puffy jackets are gonna come out. Puffy jacket pants are gonna come out in February. It's already.
Right. I mean, it's a whole shit. You can save it for later.
Because has been a classic lately.
Right. So, in 2 to 5 years, where would you like to see Lovello? Or do you see any expansions or, any specific things?
I don't like to talk about the future. You know
why?
Because it just don't go with plan. I just hate it.
Okay, but realistically speaking, if you could,
I would like Lovello to be a strong online brand. I don't think I would want a storefront just yet.
Yeah. So would you still have in your studio?
Yeah, still have a studio.
Like a pickup type thing. Yeah.
For
but
sure.
You want it to be.
But not so much of a storefront just yet.
Right. Do you think that you're far from the online, getting the online expansion or being?
The online has been doing good because I've been promoting pre-orders.
Right.
So it actually has been doing good. Just like.
And pre-orders don't work for everybody.
Yeah, it don't.
So kudos to that.
Thank you.
For sure.
It was a good turnout with the pre-orders.
Yeah.
For sure. That's why I said a strong online.
Right.
Online store, strong online store.
For sure.
Because it's easier. It's easier.
The online is easier than pick up and all that.
I mean, pick up in the studio is cool. I'm thinking about running the whole store right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think it's the market. It's not for the marketing.
Okay.
At least not for me and my brand.
Yeah. I mean, mostly everything is online in general. So yeah.
Yeah, that's save money. Not for me and my brand right now.
Yeah, definitely. So I feel like if I ask you this question, you're going to not answer it. But maybe you will surprise me. Well, what impact, or do you feel like you're making an impact on the art community?
Do I?
Yeah.
No.
No? Why not?
I don't know.
I told you long pause. I knew you was going to give me long pause. I knew it. So you don't think that anything that you're doing is making an impact on the art community, or people are looking at it and being inspired?
I mean, I have people say that to me. They're inspired.
But your personal opinion, you don't, because you always feel like you can be doing more. Right.
I really do.
Right. Yeah. I knew you were going to say that before I even answered it.
I know for a fact if I really put 100% into it, it'll really be way better. I'm not even 100%.
What percentage do you think you're at right now?
I might be at now 60. I might be at 60.
60?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
You gotta give yourself a little bit more than that.
I'm at 60%. The little one got my own right now?
No. So how long? What's
I'm a procrastinator.
Yeah.
Like my mind is always cloudy. Mm-hmm. So it's hard for me to think.
Yeah. What do you think you need to focus more on in order to, get your 100%?
That's what comes
or at least 80, 85.
Then that's what comes with help,
Oh, right. True.
Maybe if I could focus on this while somebody, is in charge of this task, and somebody's in charge of this task of the brand, it'll be, because right now it's like me flipping around.
Mm-hmm. Brain everywhere.
Trying to do a lot.
Yeah.
Because it's like I feel like I want to be in control of certain things because I just want it done the right way.
Yeah. So. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but you also can't be so hard on yourself.
Right. I'm very hard.
Yeah, I see that. I am like, honey, I'm an interviewer. I'm an interviewer. I am a psychic. I'm a palm reader. I'm whatever you need me to be, honey. I will be it. So, tips. Could you give any tips for people that's pursuing fashion, or something that you wish you would have known before you started that somebody could have helped you with?
I would say really study and research, because that has been the main problem that I get now. A lot of people just ask. They want the answers. You can't get the answers, man. You just can't.
Right.
And it's like people will be like, "Oh, you intimidated?" I had a fake page say something to me like this. What you intimidated? They asked me for a manufacturer. I said, why would I get it? What you intimidated by somebody else? No, it's just that some things you want be like literally right there in your face, but you not taking that risk to see that might be it. Right. It might be something big for you. Right. But you scared to take that risk. You just want what I got because you see it working for me.
Right. So you know what though? I'm glad you brought that up because I did have a question about that as far as the manufacturers and things. So sometimes I think like if you give somebody, just say if you gave somebody a manufacturer, do you think that, like I feel like you're not going to create the same thing. So what?
Some people don't have a mind of their own.
Right. So some
people don't.
Right, but don't you think they could find like another manufacturer and do the same, not try to do the same, not do the same, but try to do the same exact thing?
If you get it on your own, I can't say nothing about it.
Right.
If you doing your own thing, you get on your own.
Right.
You really doing your own thing, you not like nobody else. Nobody can say nothing to you.
But if I give you my manufacturer and you do the same thing, then it's like, dang.
Yeah, it's a slap in the face.
Right.
Okay. That would be a slap in the face.
Because I was just wondering. I just had a conversation about that with someone. So
you know why I feel like that? Because I literally did the research for everything I got right now. Risk sending thousands of dollars over.
And you feel like people should be doing the same thing?
Yeah, I really do because it is that easy. It is easy.
Right.
It's easy and it's like. Nobody know what I do.
If I put in the work, you can too.
Yeah, seriously, I'm telling you, seriously.
Yeah.
It really can be like that.
Right, I feel that.
It really can be like that.
I feel that.
But I would say do research. I would say focus on presentation. Quality would be number one.
Right, quality.
Like I didn't never really research, so I researched, but I like jump with things. So I would like take big I used to take big losses on things. Like I would like take big. If I like really sat down and planned and researched and filled companies out and and even side jobs with people illustrating for me.
Right.
Proper contracts.
Right.
Stuff like that. Like focus on just being the business of. I was like more so hopped in it as a hustle.
Right.
It wasn't like more of a business thing. I'm just trying to get a transition to more of a business than a hustle.
Right, but that's key though. I always say knowing and admitting is key. So now that you know those things, you can prosper.
So that's what that would be my advice.
Right.
Like, focus on presentation. Like pay that extra $100 for that photo shoot because them photos are going to be nicer than you taking it with your iPhone.
Right.
Focus on your, this is my lingo. Your wordplay on your captions. Don't cop up.
Right.
Hey, shop Lovello Elizabeth today.
Right.
Like that.
Right. So basically, presentation. Is
presentation. Yeah, it's really everything. Because I noticed once I started taking my photo shoots to another level, and this is when my PR came. It was just like it started
going changing. Yeah, for sure.
Our photo shoots, our concepts, they had meanings behind everything. Brunch with Lovello, be careful you get a crown to. That was a hit.
Right.
The underdog campaign we did in the boxing ring, a hit.
Right.
Like it just was like super creative.
Right. Those
presentation of it.
Presentation is everything. I agree. Because the way things like you can have some hot shit.
Yeah.
But if that presentation ain't right, nobody can copy it. Nobody is going to buy it. Nobody is going to be like, Like it's just things that I've seen in person that I've seen in pictures, and I was like it made me change my mind instantly.
Like when you're creating a website, I see a lot of brands that you don't have nothing. You on the website, it's like just the picture of it, size. It doesn't tell me exactly what it is.
Like the description.
What is the fabric? What size of this model have on? You go on my website. It tells you these things. I don't want you to just buy the product and just buy it. No, I want you to buy it and enjoy it
and understand.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not just selling it just to make my money. No, I want you to feel comfortable in your piece.
Right. So, and I said this the last time. I know I said this the last time. My partner probably remembers that subconsciously I've been choosing raw artists and not even knowing it. You know what I mean? Like hence the name RawCast. But it's like I've been choosing raw artists, and then like I know they're raw. I feel it in my heart that they're raw. But when I speak to them and I feel like the passion that comes from them when they're speaking, it's like, oh shit, like this is raw. You know what I'm saying? Like this is raw. Everything is right. No, hell yeah. So, and I know that feel, and I know that drive, and when you just feeling something, how it comes out. So, thank you for the rawness. For the rawness on RawCast for sure. And that's what it's about, just understanding the artist, and you know what I mean. That
I don't think I'm meant to be understood in life. Period.
Right. I mean, nobody's going to be 100%, but I feel like understanding the passion that this is something that I'm taking serious, and I need people. I'm working so people can understand that I'm taking this shit serious. This is not just like you said in the beginning, like this is just like a quick hustle.
Yeah.
But now this.
I remember me getting my logo made and me saying to my friends, I want Flash Designer, shout out to Flash too. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this for fun. I remember me saying it. And like to see how far it came in that 1 year, I had a manufacturer within 1 year.
Right.
And it just was like, you can't play with it.
Right.
You can't play with it. It's there. It can be something. It has opened up doors. It's gonna open up more doors. And it's not even the last stop I wanna go. Like I don't wanna be, I wanna be Lovello because I already am Lovello. But I don't wanna just do clothes. Like, I wanna
That's what I'm saying. So you wanna
be iconic, like all the way around.
Right.
All the way around the board.
Like a household name.
Yeah, seriously. That's exactly.
Yeah. So do you see it? So do you see yourself moving into things other than fashion?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because music is my first love. I don't
Okay.
rap, I don't do none of that. I want to be a part of it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't rap, produce none of that, but I know.
A lot about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like I know a lot about it. Like, I have an ear for it.
Yeah.
So I want to, deal with stuff like that. I got friends that rap, know how to produce, make his own beats, record himself, he does everything.
So you want to do
And
something?
that's also Christian did too. Like he produced, like he made beats. Nobody knew though, but you know, that was something me and him always talked about. So of course that's something I want to do now. Like,
Yeah.
he's like, it ain't hard. He's like, I want to learn how to produce. It ain't hard. I'll teach you.
Right.
And we never even got around to it.
Right.
Never got around.
So now that's something that's
Yeah,
that's
for
like
sure.
something yeah.
On my
Your
bucket
to-do
list.
Right. Right. So we kind of talked about this a little bit. Do you think? Are you surprised at what Lovello is right now? Or has it exceeded your expectations, or do you feel like
Sometimes I can feel myself being ungrateful because it's not where I want to be. When I think, like when I really think about when it was times when I was broke, like super broke, yeah, like borrow money broke,
yeah,
came a long way.
yeah, it came a long way for sure. Great. So I feel like I know the answer to this as well. I'm still going to ask it. Do you think it's important to? I mean, we talked about consistency. So do you think it is important to keep up with the competition, or is there really like no competition? You are, you know what I mean? Like you said, you're creating your lane. So
I'd be lying if I say, the other brands don't really keep me on my toes.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like they motivation. I don't. The ones I see, and the more I see them, the more I want to see me.
Exactly.
But just in my way, I don't want to do what you're doing. I want to do what I do.
Right.
Then if I can see your brand that much, I want to see my own brand that much too.
Right. And I think I see Lovello enough. Like people that I see it a lot.
Yeah, I would pretty much say I see it.
Yeah.
I want to see it outside of the city too.
Right, for sure. I mean, we definitely all want to be bigger, better things. But
I can say I do see it a lot.
Yeah, that's definitely dope. So, and then what something that you can speak on? What do you have coming for the people, or something they should be? You said the Hall of Famer.
Oh yeah,
that's
Hall
coming
of
out.
Famer.
I saw the what is that? What type of jacket is that?
It's like a wool.
Yeah, okay.
It's a wool jacket.
And it's like
it's more of a varsity, but it's
right. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah,
I can't think of the words.
Yeah. I'm thinking you mean the fabric.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
So that's what. Do you have a whole line? Is it just?
It's a mini collection. It's
okay.
5 items. So it is the varsity jacket. It's the windbreaker. It's the men's sweatsuit. It's the men's crew neck suit, and then it's the ladies' oversized hoodie.
Is your clientele more women or more female? Do you think
my
it's
clientele
mixed?
is more men.
Okay.
My clientele is for sure.
Right.
Because I hang around all guys.
Right.
I have no guy friends anymore.
Right. And men love to wear they sweatsuits 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
When I put my sweatsuit on, I'm wearing it for 3 days straight. I'm washing up, but I'm wearing it for 3 days.
But that's what last night I had on something. My caption was, I'm going to wear this tomorrow. Yeah, so definitely when you're feeling something, for sure. Exactly, that's why I said, but to my Vans, when them soles come off, I'm not taking them off.
My Vans and everything, I'm not taking them off.
I'm not taking them off.
I mean, I got them off right now. They go with the jumpsuit.
Right. So other people, just to recap, tell them where they can find you at. I guess your website and your new studio.
So my Instagram name is Lovello Elizabeth, Lovello Elizabeth. Website www.lovelloelizabeth.com. You can shop online. Items will be shipped out within 5 to 10 business days. We do have a new pickup location, 2930 Jasper Street, Unit 216. And you can text the number in the bio upon arrival.
Oh, that's the extra. You have to let you know before they get.
Because it's not like a walk. It's not a store. It's not a storefront.
Right.
So you have to come in a building.
Right. For sure. And are you still working another job, or are you doing Lovello full time? Because I know you were juggling both.
Yeah. I'm full time Lovello now. I quit.
Great.
Last night. Yeah.
Great. I mean, great in a sense, but you know, great for you to give 100% to your brain for sure.
It's definitely getting 100%. 2018. 100%.
Awesome 18 for sure.
I quit 2 days before, the 17th.
But
I quit the
before,
15th, yeah.
was that like a unconscious choice, or did you was like you knew that's what you were going to do?
I literally just woke up one day. I kept saying, I'm gonna leave soon, I woke up one day, got dressed in all the roller, went to the job, worked for like 2 hours, and like, how many vacation days I got? And it was like 15. I was like, all right, that's my 2 weeks. I'm out. I left.
And ever since then, you've been.
I didn't go back.
For sure.
I went back up there to try to get a rental car. That was it.
Did they give you
my discount code doesn't work anymore?
So you didn't get the car.
Well, I got it through a friend.
Right. I want to thank you so much for coming on RawCast. I definitely, when I made my list, like you were a couple. You were on top five for sure. Top 5 of the list.
I know they said I was top 5, but I'm top 2.
Not nigga, no. So at the end of RawCast, we always toast to, even though listen, y'all, I'm gonna make her drink some more wine before she go, cause she was kind of sipping, and I feel like I was pouring up.
I am saucy.
Are you? Oh well, we're good then. We're good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we're out.